hey, that's, you know, to each their own. We'll fight like hell for you to be able to have it. You know, you can make some legitimate points, so I don't want to just I don't want to get rid of any idea. I want to keep everything on the table. At least when it comes to the flat Earth idea, I mean, like if you want a better answer to what is the flat Earth, you could say a better question might be something like, provide me a list of evidence that the Earth is flat. You get what I'm saying? And so maybe I could ask it that question, and it'll just provide me with that. So if so just provide me with a list of evidence that the world is flat. All right, here we go. It is now doing its thinking, and it says, I'm sorry, but I cannot provide you with a list of evidence that the world is flat because such evidence doesn't exist. The overwhelming scientific consensus. Okay, so that's how it wants to act when no, I'm in agreement with you. You're right. You can't. I hear that too often. The science is settled. That's not necessarily true. Science is never settled. That's the beautiful thing about science. If you know anything about it, it's never settled.
There's several massive documents where they basically the airplane of flat Earth getting money, and they said several documents, and it's like, come on guys, it's like, you keep writing this stuff forever, and it's like the second you get in that classroom, I don't know if we've actually learned stuff in school, like, but you get the globe, everything is almost that, it's like, you know, if we were really doing this whole globe thing, right? We have these satellites. Let's say they're orbiting the planet. And why would they need these graphic designers to portray what people's perception was of the Earth would look like? Why not just take pictures and do a live feed, you know, as it's happening, instead of having to design things, you know, with like, you know,
at least when I asked ChatGPT using the do anything now and tweaked it a little bit, here are the facts that it says why the Earth is flat. Horizon always appears flat, no matter how high you go up. This proves the Earth is not curved. But that you should know that's not necessarily true. Okay, the Earth doesn't move, and the sun, moon, and stars move around it. This is obvious as we see the same stars and constellations every night. No curve can be detected even from the highest point on Earth, which is Mount Everest. That's another thing. Some people can detect a curve. Water always seeks its own level, meaning that if Earth were a sphere, water would curve and form a bulge at the equator, which it does not cause. So, I mean, those are like just some, those are the reasons. AG, do you have any other evidence to show that the Earth is flat?
The Golden Orchard Airport Health Center says the man was not hurt but was shaken up. The woman surrendered to LAPD after he got blocked in by 8 people that surrounded by police cruisers.
And his name is Mr. Blue Marble. Okay, just.
Water well to an existing desalter plant in Justinian Strainer. Water officials say the project will reduce the country's reliance on imported water, provide a sustainable local safe drinking water supply, and increase.
So I'm looking up this question right now. Just for a moment. Who is Mr. Blue Marble from NASA? And we'll see if it knows. Now, keep in mind, if the article was written after 2021, it may not have all the readers. Okay, here we go. Mr. Blue Marble, this is what it says, is not a person from NASA. Blue Marble is actually a term used to refer to the iconic image of Earth taken by Apollo 17 in 1972. So I don't know if it's familiar with Mr. Blue Marble. Do you have his name, or can you get us his name?
The man went into his house, got a gun, and started shooting. Girl's mom says Daddy had to remove bullets from his
Really easy search. If you just do like Google or something,
Three officials said a jail in Fulton County, Georgia, have resigned following the death of a teammate whose family could be living in a bug-infested cell, not fit for a diseased animal.
it talks about, why
Family demands a criminal
X, Y, Z,
investigation
why
into his death last year.
they wrapped a flat map around like a ball. And I'm trying to get the exact, yes, that's
All right, just one moment. Let me ask it what it knows about this person.
The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says the man's cause of death has not been determined. It said Friday $500,000 of emergency funds has been put toward addressing the death
What
cause infection. One in
do
15 drug
you
people in high school
know
in the USA daily
about
used prescription stimulants for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in the last year. A new study published by the Journal of the American Medical Association.
Okay, it says Robert Simmons is a data visualizer and designer who worked at NASA. He is known for creating the iconic blue marble image of Earth, which became one of the most widely reproduced images in history. Simmons was part of a team that worked on the Earth Observatory project at NASA and developed data visualization tools to help people better understand and interpret scientific data. He never thought he would become known as Mr. Blue Marble, but his work on the blue marble image has left a lasting impact on how people view the Earth and its environment.
Max Scherzer is suspended for 10 games by the MLB for having a foreign substance in his membrane. Scherzer deserves a penalty. He can keep playing until it's decided. Scherzer is a three-time Cy Young Award winner. He claimed the sickness was caused by rosin and sweat, not by a Southland weather today about sunny over tomorrow has 80 to the beaches and 90 for Metro LA and Tennessee. And 80 to 90 for Valley Tennessee. 70 to Gusty winds in the Yellow Valley. Sunny with highs in the 80s to low 90s Saturday and cooling down Sunday with highs topping out for 70. It's 66 in Orange, 63 in Manhattan Beach, 65 in Cerritos, 61 in Canyon, Texas. We've got a work zone in San Diego, South Weekend.
If you have friends or family members that live on base or in frequent access to federal facilities, getting a real ID could be on most of you. Starting May 7th, 2025, you'll need a federally accepted form of identification such as a real ID to access military bases, enter federal buildings, and board domestic flights. And by going online, you can conveniently start the real ID application process anytime and anywhere you like. Don't miss out on visiting your friends and loved ones in uniform. Start your real ID application online today at realid.dmv.ca.gov. Live from the Hayes bedroom is another eventful night for the Spirit Ron Candace and struggling with his season. Michelle throws an elbow. He's laying up on the couch. You should get inspired. Absolutely, Bruce. Inspired to sleep after a treatment that gives comfortable, restful sleep with the click of a remote. No mask and no phone.
Yes. Yes, so and it was like Antarctica was there were areas of it that were very lush and like a Garden of Eden almost.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get quality candidates within the first day. For less pay and more deals, head to ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Do you have coins, jewelry, or precious metals, and they're looking to sell their top dollar? Joe Visionova, CEO and owner of Tangible Investments, has become legendary by beating his so-called competitors' offers on these items by as much as 500%.
I had a diamond ring that been an heirloom in my family for many years, so I went to a local jewelry store and they offered me $600. I just wasn't comfortable. I took it down to Tangible Investments and they offered me over $6,000. That's their really awesome.
Stories like these are
certainly a valid thought or theory. AG, Stargazer, Bassomatic, anyone else, keep this discussion going. I have to just leave for 1 minute. I'll be back in 1 minute. You can even time me. Just 1 moment.
Right now, demand is through the roof. Cyril encourages all his clients to shop the competition and then call him last. You'll be amazed at the difference. Guaranteed. Call now for an absolutely free professional no obligation appraisal. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800.
Habitat for Humanity business is for a world where everyone has a decent place to live. You can help unlock affordable home ownership opportunities by supporting Habitat's Home is the Key campaign. Decent, affordable housing plays a key role in a family's education, health, wealth, and well-being. Habitat, along with our Home is the Key campaign partners, are working to make access to home ownership equitable and inclusive while raising funds to drive lasting change. Learn more at habitat.org. KFI is literally KFI Pop Radio.
Morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Donation around the world by George Dory. This is Coast to Coast AM. Later tonight, UFO report. Let's welcome some new affiliates to the Coast family. Radio 570 WNAX in Yankton, South Dakota. Jim Remmer, the program director. At 94.1 FM, 90 AM, WKDK in Keene, New Hampshire. Daniel Mitchell, the program director. Thank you for joining us now. You'll love this show. Here's what's happening. Drama today. Space that launched Starship, the biggest and most powerful rocket ever made, which then exploded. The rocket successfully left its launch pad at Texas, but the two pieces of the spacecraft failed to separate its plan 239 seconds after launch. The combined rocket exploded in the air, leaving a dramatic cloud in the sky. It was uncrewed, and nobody aboard the spaceship. It was the first time that the fully integrated version of Starship with the spacecraft interstate attached to the super heavy booster has ever launched. Together, they're the biggest and most powerful rocket ever made, with twice the thrust of that of 5 rockets that carry men to the moon. Find out what really happened. President Biden is expected to bid for a second term as president official next week, according to reports. Mr. Biden is 80 years old, and his team are going to make the announcement by a campaign video on April 25th, which will be the 4-year anniversary of his 2020 campaign. Your future self will thank you if you're taking steps towards lowering your blood pressure. Your research suggests that having high blood pressure in the 30s makes it more unlikely to ever experience training. Brain health keeps everything because keeping your blood pressure in a normal range makes stay right. Brain conditions such as Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia. Meanwhile, MyBloodPressure.com is with us. Listen, another great study. Oh, thank you, George. Thank you for calling me on this. First of all, looking back when we were in our 30s, how regularly had most of us had our blood pressure checked? How many physicians might even have dismissed an elevated reader for a younger person simply as white coat fever? That's right. You get nervous when you walk into a doctor's office. Exactly. Due to the added stress of being in that office. Is it safe to say early dementia was not taken nearly as seriously by physicians and doctors as it is today, and this new study reference points out. Plus the more recent estimates suggesting that there will be 9 million dementia cases in the United States by 2030. And nearly 12 million anticipated by 2040. George, we look to the medical profession to elongate our lives, extending this precious time we spend on this planet. But the added years are not worthless if we lose our cognitive ability to enjoy the added time we obtain. Maybe a $45 investment in a home blood pressure monitor might be a wise investment. There are family hills
they went
and
to one
maintaining
guy
our
that
proper.
I don't know if it was a plan by the Vatican
Well, I got to
to
tell you though,
revitalize religion because before,
what do you recommend people do?
control.
Well, I recommend
That's
that
why
you
another reason why I
do
don't like
monitor it and have it checked and pay great attention to it, because now medical science knows so much more than they did 20 or 30 years ago. And in the past 10 years, look at the increase in information like the study you just brought here. Stay on top of your blood pressure. There is no question that it will destroy your arteries, your vessels, and affect your brain. Thank you very much. This is website myheartbook.com. Kevin Randall normally gives us weekly UFO reports. His wife passed away yesterday, so obviously he will not be with us tonight. Nick Pope has jumped in for us today. Nick, thank you for coming at this short notice. I appreciate it.
I'm talking about all
Thank
these
you. Yeah, just to be on the show that normally sounds good. Exactly. What do you have for us this week?
You're telling me there's not going to be
Well, a
something out there.
fascinating week for sure. Yesterday, the latest congressional hearing on UFOs was what caught my eye. I listened to it live, of course, a mixed bag, but some interesting things, particularly learning that over 2,000 whistleblowers have already come forward and given testimony. We haven't yet to see what they have to say, but exciting times.
Yeah, these exciting times are fantastic, but they still haven't come out and said exactly what we believe is where they're coming from, have they?
No, they haven't. It's all to play for yesterday. Dr. Sean Fitzpatrick played a very game, I think, trying to manage expectations, not just with the public and media, but with Congress, telling them essentially to prioritize their requests, saying, look, we can't
Those are legitimate points. I think that many of those stories were used to justify things that people couldn't explain. And so when you have something that you can't explain, you have to give it some kind of reason. And so sometimes people would call it God or angels or something like that. But AG, you're making good points where you have a modern world where we can look all this information up and people are starting to break down those ancient thoughts. What are your thoughts?
In your best guess, will we ever really find out what that is going on? I think we will. I don't know on this. I know a lot of people say that it's reinventing the wheel and going around in circles, but we've got better technology than we have had before. We've got more of a real of this. And I think it's interdisciplinary now. We've got Congress, we've got the government, but also we've got science to back the media engaging on this. NASA doing a study, the Galileo project, of course. Everyone's, I think, pulling in the same direction for pretty much the first time. Yes, website, nickpope.net. Nick, thank you again for coming and stepping in for Kevin Randolph, his wife, who passed away yesterday. In a moment, we're going to be talking with two experts on how to handle emergency situations to keep you and your family alive. Next on Coast to Coast Radio.
This country would not be so jacked up. I've heard rumors and some
There's no sign of identity theft slowing down, and why should it? More than $14 million was stolen from identity theft victims last year alone. The cyber criminal, it's a success story for the rest of us. It's a wake-up call. Your personal info is in more places now than ever, and all that exposure can make it dangerously easy to steal your identity.
No, I want you to say everything that you want to say, and what you're saying is consistent with what I've heard as well. Basically, the Social Security number was created in the 30s as like essentially a mark on you for the debt that is owed back to the Federal Reserve, and then before that, the Second Bank of the United States, and then before that, the First Bank of the United States, and then going back to that when we were British colonies. Is this consistent with what you know, AG?
Or to go to likeforlike.com and use promo code George. That's promo code George to save up to 25% off your first year. 1-800-LikeForlike or likeforlike.com. Promo code George.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and his have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. And agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we call Select Quote. Select Quote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, Select Quote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call Select Quote at 1-800-206-9977. That's 1-800-206-9977. Or go to selectquote.com. 1-800-206-9977. That's 1-800-206-9977. Select Quote. Free shop. You save. For details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Not the owner, but I am the beneficiary. And everyone has one of these. It's just absolutely insane that it even exists.
And welcome back to Coast, George Noy with your two special guests for you for the next couple hours. Let me introduce them one at a time. Dr. Joseph Alton, practiced as a board-certified obstetrician and pelvic surgeon for more than 25 years. Before retiring, the devoted effort to preparing your family medically for any kind of scenario. He's been a fellow of the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology and the American College of Surgeons for many years.
Otherwise, I may look into this stuff, and unfortunately, I'm good at local where they need to, they should have done with it. They kind of have a little bit of freedom. Because right now,
Dr. Joe, welcome to the program.
wages, an average person
George, thank you so much. Hey, I just wanted to mention, I know you had a popular guest on Pete Quayle recently.
money's going to huge.
He was kind enough to publish on very, very first article of Survival Medical more than a decade ago. I'll tell you, 1,500 articles later, I am so very grateful. So thanks, Pete, if you're listening out there. That's
All these
fantastic.
worlds everywhere, they're owned by foreign corporations. Why is that? Why are
Certified
foreign
nurse
corporations in
midwife.
charge of
She has had years of experience working in large teaching institutions as well as
foreign countries own
smaller
this stuff?
family-oriented hospitals? Nurse practitioner open as a certified.
You're absolutely right. We've sold away our assets. I've never understood this as, and AJ, I think you're making some really good points. So I firstly want to say that we have a situation where taxpayers paid for a toll road, let's just say, in agreement to help pay for it long term. They agreed for whatever the toll would be. Okay, that's like a set amount. Then the state, because it is in an exactly. And
There's so many things that can happen. I think you might agree, George, that the world is getting in safer. Just think about it this year. We've had earthquakes in Turkey, flood in California, we had a flood in Florida last week, blizzards in the Northeast, tornadoes in several states, every tornado. It's not the best of the man-made disaster too. There were chemical emergencies, we had the train derailments in Ohio, active shooters that broke out almost every week, and the all the way to threat to nuclear war because of Vladimir Putin. So all of these things raise the risk that some of that one day is going to overwhelm the medical infrastructure and maybe leave the average citizen on their own when it comes to their family health. I mean, everybody should know first aid, and there's lots of good books about it, but none of them take into account the possibility that the ambulance might be heading in the other direction due to special disaster. There's not only just over the horizon. The average person needs to know something about how to handle trauma, bleeding, infection, a lot of other things. So we wrote a book explaining those things to make you the average person a medical asset, one that could possibly save life, even if modern medicine is available. Is up to the average family. How prepared are you? So I would say that very, very, very little. Most people take a look at the medical cabinet. You're looking at some Band-Aids, you're looking at some aspirin or Advil, the Tylenol, maybe if you're lucky, you might have both Tylenol and Advil. But honestly, most people really get more than a moment's thought. Simply because they don't think that things can actually happen. I mean, most people get to what we call normalcy bias, and that's the tendency for people to always believe that everything is going to follow a pattern, that everything is going to be fine, and that the day will always proceed according to a normal pattern, and people will be just fine. And that's not always the case.
that's why people need people voting, because they give you this card here. Oh, you can change the way this country is. Oh, you keep voting. Okay, worst case scenario, if the next person is what I'm telling you, the next person, the owner take off his ears and say, hey, you know what? There's so many retail investors that have been paid off organizations for these people.
If you had an injury and severed a fellow artery, a large artery in your leg, you would bleed out within 5 minutes, and you would be beyond help, even if an ambulance came in at normal times. And so what happens is, what could save you is a good Samaritan, a bystander at the scene. We did learn painful lessons in Iraq and Afghanistan that if you don't act quickly, and the people that are at the scene don't act quickly, then we lose lives. Thought that we lost more than 1,000 soldiers because of lack of rapid and effective action by bystanders at the scene. I'm in St. Louis right now, Joe, and today a motorcyclist ran into a car, and before anybody could get to him, he died right there on the highway. Just concussions and everything else. Is there anything people can do? You need to look for the guy in the car who got hit because he was fine. Could you have gotten out if you had known medical treatment and helped that guy? I think that everyone should really work on getting to know some medical skills and maybe have some supplies with them in their car or if they're traveling. I think these are very, very important things to do because you know that
that's why they fucked over. In 2011, Mitt Romney and piece of shit.
Let's say a tourniquet on it. You have a tourniquet, so you can improvise a tourniquet. You can save somebody's life simply by...
Dr. Ron Paul, the Ron Paul Revolution, and before him, Ron Paul fought in Congress for many years to audit the Fed. And, you had outsiders as well, like Bassmatic is saying, Ross Perot, who garnered nearly 20% of the 1992 presidential vote and really came in as one of the strongest third parties you've ever had. One thing, using the Reform Party, Thomas Jefferson at least believed that the country's constitution should be rewritten every 19 years. So there were some thoughts by the founding fathers that perhaps our current constitution shouldn't be what it currently is, where it every 19, yep.
And that's why we wrote our book in the fashion that something is happening and there's no longer medical infrastructure and that whoever the family medicine is going to the end of the line when it comes to the family well-being. Is they don't know our rights. All they want is the medical infrastructure of the area. So it's important to really make sure that you're when you're able to handle these kinds of emergencies. Now, with regards to shooter events, well, I mean, I write a lot about shooter events, and I think that a lot of people think that well, normal times, law enforcement or Homeland Security will protect our citizens to keep them safe. But these agencies designated that counter situations like mass shootings, but most of these things are eventual.
Ernie, you have your hand raised. Go ahead.
There's really no chance to help you arrive when it's needed.
Absolutely. You're loud and clear, baby.
At the Mandalay Bay Hotel, it's just 31 seconds for a gunman to 280 rounds, 280 rounds. Really, even minutes before he took his own life, they weren't even able to get into his room before he took his own life, and the event was completely over. So you gotta have a plan of action, and that's what we in our classes and what our books talk about. And you have to just realize that you've got to
Ernie, it's going to be a big deal. It started off as a joke, and it will be very, very powerful in the future.
is that it is an inflationary currency
before with them, right?
which means it's more or less
So when
meant
the
to
shooters create mass casualties like the guy in Rodriguez did, I mean, there's just people safety enough.
Bitcoin
And so
and Doge together.
let's suppose
Bitcoin is
that
like
you're
the
at
gold,
a local shopping center. What would be
Dogecoin is
your
like the
plan
dollars.
if you heard gunfire nearby? What would you do? Would you run? And if so, where would you run? If you couldn't run, what would you do? Would you hide? And these are things you got to be thinking about. And this goes to the concept of what I call situational awareness. Situational awareness is that calm vigilance, that awake and alert, but relaxed vigilance that allows you to identify things around you that might be what I call anomalies. Don't make sense. So, in other words, if I'm walking around in August and I see a guy in a winter coat, well, that's an anomaly. So there's something that guy might be hiding. If somebody's walking around with their hands, you know, and is looking nervous about it, that's an anomaly too. Have you ever noticed police say, show us your hands? So they want to see what's going on in your hands. That's what holding a weapon. So what you do with that shooter situation, you know, but you do it first thing, that might determine your, you know, whether you live or die. You got to do yourself an head start by always knowing what's happening around you. That might
Matt books.
knowing where exits are as you
Uh,
walk
if
along.
you're talking about his white paper, is available on new MacBooks.
Some kind of work. These are the kinds of things that are important to do. Also, if you're in a crowd, try to stay in the center of the crowd. Let's say if you're in a concert and you're in the middle of, right in the middle of, you know, 500 people, and something happens, people are going to be running in whatever direction they're going to run in, and your actions are not going to be determined by what you think is what's actually taking for you, but by what the crowd does. And so you've got to just make sure that you keep an eye on people. Why do so many of the shooters end up killing? They wind up killing themselves because they figure that it's all downhill from here. I mean, they got their drill, they got their, they know they're going to get their 15 minutes of fame, and the rest of it is basically just part of their plan. Part of their plan is that they're going to go out and they're full of glory, and there's some romance associated with it. And honestly, to me, to most people, that wouldn't make any sense whatsoever, but to them, it makes a great deal of sense. And they feel that they accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, mission accomplished, and that's it, they're out of here. If they don't kill themselves, a lot of times the police will shoot them. It's suicide by cop as well, isn't it? Yes, actually, I mean, not everybody has the gumption to put a gun to their head and pull the trigger and somebody else will do it. Yeah, just walking, just walk out and point a gun at the policeman and he does his job for you. Then with us, Joe, we're going to take a quick break and come
I think could surpass and be the common currency of the earth someday. So yes.
Both of them will join us next hour in your home. Remember with the details of the show or guest, sign up for the Coach Joe email newsletter. Available for free at coachjoe.com. Show up on time for your house call is free. Diamond.com.
I mean, came in the KFI 24-hour newsroom, a 25-year-old man been arrested for allegedly tossing a puppy in a cage over a fence into the Topanga Lodge. Police say the puppy got seen on March 27th, caught on home security video. The 2-month-old puppy was injured but is recovering and will be put up for adoption. SpaceX has celebrated the launch of its Starship rocket in Texas, even though it exploded 4 minutes after liftoff. Hawthorne-based company says it learned a lot that will help future rocket launches. The Supreme Court is expected to issue its ruling on access to a commonly used abortion pill tomorrow. The decision is set to come after the court extended a temporary stay on a Texas federal judge's ruling to halt production and distribution of the system. Knott's Berry Farm will start requiring adult chaperones for visitors 15 or younger starting this weekend. Parks put the chaperone policy in place last summer because of the big fight in the park. The policy was later amended and dropped in February. Southland weather can be a fine sunny, warmer tomorrow, highs in the 80s to low 90s. Southland Saturday, including off Sunday with highs in the 60s to upper 70s. 66 in Anaheim and Redondo Beach. Usually local in the 524-hour newsroom. I'm Amy James.
There's a only three-way closure for Roadblock southbound from Fairview to 73. The outfit has holding just out the road work on Road 5. Kelly, we have 15. Earlier crash on the 5 northbound after Olympic has been cleared from Wayne. Drive covering in that area. It's Riverside. Plus, you can see southbound at Center. We have a crash in the streets in the Culture and West Lane. You're seeing delays from Iowa Avenue. KFI is the guy. Let's get you there fast. I'm Brian Davis.
I do. I absolutely do.
FoodpornHealth.org for free mental health help today.